Aicy versus BlackKnight. Aicy a small favorite here, I think. I'm so curious to see how this one is gonna go. I see a lobby is up. It's a great clip. Now that should be a future clip rather than Roddy drinking coffee and texting. I have no idea why that is a thing, but yeah. Alright. Ready when you guys are. Oh, I'm actually the host. Go. I hope that's going to be my most popular clip, Multi. That'd just be fantastic. Our Zergies are ready. ZVZ on the Friday night. We've had it a few times, obviously, but I feel like this is, together with TVT, the most rare matchup. TVT is mostly just because I don't like casting too many TVTs best of fives. If there is a good story behind it, I don't mind. But there's two random Terrans and I'd rather pass. It's so random, no, Ian Blue? Like, I don't get it. I guess that means that Twitch has somehow like promoted it to like a category of clips. But it really makes no sense. And I don't even understand why it was clipped to begin with. But the multi one is excellent. The multi one is excellent. Alright, my gamers are ready, and ZVZ can be an explosive matchup. I've had a very long Friday, guys. We have now been live for 7 hours. We did the WTO Code S, and now we are enjoying Friday night gaming with the Big Brain Bouts once more. We'll probably try to continue to be creative with the Big Brain Bouts in the upcoming weeks, because obviously the big boys are getting ready for the World Cup. Now, there are plenty of great players that are not going to the World Cup. My problem, however, is that a lot of them will say, like, okay, I did my best, I didn't make it, I'm gonna take a tiny break from Starcraft, or at least competitive Starcraft. So then I need to get creative, and we came up with this one. I like this one so far. Let's hope it continues.
Let's get it on.
Round 1, fight.
In the bottom left side, representing Spain tonight, and one of the amigos. It is not Black Dread, who is a member apparently of my channel and talks every now and then, but it is BlackKnight. I misnamed him earlier. Spawning as our Purple Protoss, opening up gas pool. As he's gonna take on this man, playing from Epic Land as well in the United Kingdom. The UK is up 2-0. Can we bring it home? Will it officially be home after this series? This is Aicy. Taking a gold. Classic ZVZ indeed. Oh man, this looks great for BlackKnight, no? I mean, I'm not a ZVZ expert, guys, but I feel like if this was ever going to work, shouldn't it work now? It's going to be so difficult to defend the gold and defend the main at the same time. This looks incredibly, incredibly rough to AC for me. But what do I know? What the hell is going on? We are gaming. And the man is still building drones, by the way. Ay. All we need after this is Hamilton to bring it home Sunday. Don't get greedy with those Hamilton wins. Sweet baby Jesus. We already had it in Silverstone. How many does he need to win before it becomes boring, you know? Isn't it time for a Max win? Poor Max. Nobody ever wonders how Max is doing. The Lings are gonna see that this gold has been taken. I think we can kind of... Oh, I don't know about working for the debris. I don't really love that. We don't want to lose any Zerglings here. Why don't we just go for the main, my friend? Okay, we're microing. That is pretty good. That is very good. We actually made it through very quickly. I think we can take this fight against only 2 Lings. There are some slow Zerglings making their way over, but 4 Banelings have already morphed in the middle of nowhere. Will the low HP Baneling morph? Yes. 5 Banes into a gold. The Lings get blown up. Queen will get blown up. I mean, AC is in so much trouble. And with trouble, I mean, is this England versus the Netherlands in the World Cup of 2026? Because, oh my goodness, it truly is never coming home. GG gets called. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And it's BlackKnight who chose a perfect build order. Omega show over. Oh, that was quick. That was very quick. This is why in the beginning of a ZVZ, you do not go through your old clips and you miss the opening. Because by the time I would have been done looking at 2 clips, this game was over. That was a game. I even wanted to start a story about how I've been live for 7 hours and how I thought this was going to be a tough day since it's very warm in the Netherlands. And tough, I mean, as in just very long, because I woke up very early too. I think at 8 p.m. we deserve a whiskey. It's been a solid Friday. I'm happy with it. Proud of the effort. Yeah, I couldn't even finish that sentence before it was 1-0 for BlackKnight. Aicy is ready. BlackKnight is... Go, Black. Almost ready, because Tosca is wishing us good luck, which is incredibly kind of her. But we kind of need our Spanish Zerg to be ready. And he is ready. It really hurts to lose that quick. On one end it does, but if I think back of all the games that I have lost, and this comes from a place of a lot of experience, I've lost a lot of games, I'd rather lose game 1 of a best of 5 like that than that I have a great start and I'm playing very well from start to finish, but my opponent is just better across the board and then they win. Because that really feels demoralizing, where you're just like, well, everything went well, and if I don't win that, I don't win anything. This is kind of the game that is like, okay, it sucks, but that was a unique scenario. There was a bit of a build with a loss. It is what it is. Let's move on. It was Alcyone Cynical Death. Alcyone. Game 2 will be played on Oceanborn.
Round 2. Fight!
This man actually misclicked his drones. It was a very, very tiny misclick, but he did misclick it. Perhaps feeling the pressure a little. I can't imagine many series that this man has ever played with $100 on the line and over 1,000 people watching. So I do understand if there are some nerves. Hailing from Spain, it is a BlackKnight. In the bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of our UK Zerg. He's going to try to bring it home officially for the lads over in Epic Land. It's Aicy. Was Aicy the Zerg who had the legendary run at Epic Land last time? I know there was a lower ranked Zerg who had a fantastic run back then. Sorry, new here, what ELO is this tourney? That varies per week. I, every single week, invite 8 players to play for $500 on the Friday night. And I try to make proper matchmaking. So we get 2 players around 5,000 MMR, 2 guys around 5.5, 2 guys around 6k. Sometimes we go lower, sometimes we go higher. This week I did something a bit different, where we basically get 3 series for $75, $100 and $125 between players of like 4,500 MMR and 5,100. And then the 2 guys in the main event are obviously the 2 best players. He beat you and Figaro and played with Figaro in the grand finals. So Aicy is a bit of a legend. Okay. Thanks for putting this on. I would love to take credits, but I cannot take credits. I am the one who does do some organizing, but the funds are all provided by Basilisk. So the biggest thank you always has to go to my team, and I am just here to make nerds happy and try to make it a fun show. We basically try to get especially creative in general with the first best of 5. Then one is for $75. I have invited people from all the way to 3,500 MMR to 5k MMR. Normally after that it gets a bit more serious. Tonight is different. Tonight is very community focused. So we're having a good time with it. This time it is Aicy who runs 6 Zerglings to the other side of the map. Is looking for a drone. Can we get one? Yes, that's not bad. Can I get a second one? The second one would be mega. No second drone. It's a pretty good defense by BlackKnight. Aicy has gone for very late gas. I don't know if he's going to get Zergling speed at all. Might just go for like a Roach War and Evo Chamber and take it from there. So a Spanish Zerg drops the 3rd hatch, fires up Zergling speed and drops a Baning Nest. Might become a feisty man throughout this best of 5. Uh-oh. Aicy goes 2 base lair. I mean, I don't know if this is a safety Baning Nest or if he's willing to really, really go for it. I feel like if he absolutely goes for it, it could become difficult for Aicy. Because that Roach Warren is late. Roach Warren now becomes even later. The Zerglings do not get in. Well, we are still building drones. It'd be very exciting if BlackKnight wins the series, because A, in my mind, I think he was the biggest underdog in any of the series, and B, that would mean it all comes down to the last one between Aquaron and Eva. So I don't know if he can do that. Obviously, great start for him, very quick and easy win, but a bit of a unique scenario, and I think Aicy just paid the price for taking that gold. This game might look incredibly different. As we are gonna get away with our gasless opening. We didn't even have to build a spine crawler. We got the roach one, first roaches on the way. A slower start to this ZVZ, but that's probably a good thing. I don't know how many 3-minute games I was able to handle. Wonder what we are going to do as soon as this lair is done. I don't think anything too spicy. We're even going to get a second Evo chamber, so I think we're just going to drone up a little bit, take the game from there. Kind of cute to give his queen a little speed boost. Wants to start working on this overlord. There is one Zergling here to the rescue. And this Zergling is actually very useful because it kind of blocks the queen. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. The queen can catch up. The queen is a little bit quicker. How far do you want to go with your lady? Far enough. Building a spine, that's not really needed. Maybe was worried because of the... Well, actually maybe it is needed. Aicy does have a decent amount of roaches. And he's building a few more. And he's got a lead in +1 missile attacks. So yeah, the spine is definitely needed. Now we just need to buy some time with our spine crawler. There's a tiny worker advantage on the side of BlackKnight. It's not much, but it's honest work. Superior concave for our purple Zerg, but Aicy is the one with +1 missile attacks. BlackKnight could really use those 13 roaches are in production right now. We could really retreat to this spine crawler so it can actually get a couple of shots up. I think in the end this will barely be good enough for the Spanish Zerg to stabilize, but it is definitely a better fight for Aicy at first than it is for BlackKnight. Can we get that final roach? Yes. If I have to make a guess, I say BlackKnight lost like 3-4 roaches more. Oh, it's dead even. 14 against 14. We did build a spine. There is a spire on the way. That is about as even as it's ever going to be. Can we scout this spire, guys? We have an overseer morphing and it's all the way on the top side of the map. I mean, I assume that we're going to be able to scout that spire, but it's going to take a long time. Unless the Ravagers actually get this Overlord too, that's going to supply block a Spanish Zerg. There's a lot of Overlords right now that are being picked up. I do think this one is going to die too, that's unfortunate. We really need to scout the spire, my friend. We really should have. Go in then, matey. No, don't lose it here, please don't. No. Okay. Right. We drop the changeling. Does ACC the changeling? Spire is done. Changeling gets picked up. I mean, this is just bad for BlackKnight, guys. Spire is done, and it's gonna be 7 Basilisk immediately. And at this point, we barely have any anti-air on the side of BlackKnight. AC going up to 4 bases. I'm worried for our Spanish amigo. Very quick infestation pit behind this. Find that a tiny bit surprising. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe some lurkers down the line. He's splitting up the Basilisk like he wants to go Overlord hunting, but you've already killed most of the Overlords with your Ravagers. The Miras are still going to force out some spores. This is one of these games, by the way, guys, where if AC would have doubled or tripled down on Basilisk, I think he straight up wins. I think there is nothing that BlackKnight can do. Because we're kind of just going for a few Miras back into a ground army. There might be a tiny bit of hope for BlackKnight, but it's still going to be painful. Come on, AC matey. Could have done so much more with the Basilisk than he's done so far. He could have done so much more. Now BlackKnight is actually going for the fake move out to buy some time for these spores. This is honestly a pretty big ground army. It's actually quite a bit bigger than AC's ground army. Oh no. Guys, AC is sitting on a lot of resources, but he is not going to win this fight, even if he has +2 missile attacks. This is a very good start to the fight for BlackKnight, as he's going to gun down that Roach Warren. Where are those Miras and what on earth are they doing? They're working on an Overseer. That's not what we need. Oh my goodness. AC is up in supply, but he's going to take a bad fight on the ground. And I think it's inevitable that we are going to lose either some drones or at least one base. Maybe more than a single base. But now I'm going to queue up a few more Mutalisks, because why the hell not? Will these roaches go home, or are they gonna go for the drones here? There are 29 drones. What is it gonna be? Oh, I like those corrosive balls. Not bad. Gets 2 or 3 of them. Seems like in the end Aicy sort of gets away with it, but I definitely got a little spicier and a little closer than it should have been. Got 14 Hydras on the way. I do like roaches and ravages against Hydras. Scarlett corrected me a while ago, saying that like, Hydras are actually really good. It's like, but Reynor told me they're not. Obviously, once you get the upgrades and you get some solid upgrades out of the Evo chambers, it's okay, but now the Muta count is a lot higher than it was before. Hello, Nady. Happy Friday, mate. Is it Hive Tech, by the way? Yeah, it is Hive Tech. What did we go Hive for then, exactly? A Great Aspire? Hello, Tony. Thank you, mate, for the 100. We love the 100 biddies. You can post big emotes with 100 biddies these days. RotterdaM and Coco is a big favorite in the channel. So we're going for Vipers, but why? What are we going to do with these Vipers? Abduct the Ravager? Abduct the Hydra? A Blinding Cloud, I guess? I don't know. A big cell. We'll take a big cell too. The 11 mutas are going to work on this extractor, so this extractor does die. I mean, this is a very chaotic ZVZ at this point, where BlackKnight wants more things that perhaps there is a moment for him to just go for it, because he has got more on the ground, but this time around, I'm not sure if that's true. There are 40 roaches, guys. Aicy has rebuilt the roach one. He's got 40 roaches, and Hydra, sure, they've got high DPS, but corrosive balls are a problem. Honestly, the purple army is not doing as bad as I thought. If anything, the purple army is actually low-key kind of winning. Look at them Hydras go! But there are some extra reinforcements coming for Aicy, and Aicy is doing some work with the BASILISK on the other side of the map. Was doing some work with the BASILISK on the other side of the map as he lost all 11 mutas to his Spore Crawler. Oh no, is Aicy in trouble? Is it the roaches and the Hydras of Lair Tech BlackKnight that are turning this around? Aicy was in such a good spot, and he could have won this game in so many different ways. Yeah, we've got Vipers here, but what will they do? A single Blinding Cloud is not going to do it. These Hydras have been insane. The mean killing machine, the Hydra, is back as extra roaches show up for BlackKnight, and it's 2-0. What? What? I did not expect that, guys. I A, did not expect that coming into this series, and B, throughout this entire game, I did not expect that, because that did not have to happen. We got 7 Mutalisk out against a man who had no idea about the Spire. There were no Spore Crawlers. There were like 3 Queens. I mean, kudos to BlackKnight for that first attack. And especially for staying his ground in that second attack there with the roaches, 1 or 2 Ravages, and all the Hydras. Aicy had like 40 roaches. Some of them were in production. Some of them were not there yet. Aicy had a big-ass ground army. Not enough. Spain fights back. 2-0 for BlackKnight. 1 map away from winning 100 buckies. And making it all come down to the decider tonight. 100 biddies because I decided not to put in my 2 weeks today. For your job, you mean, Dave? Why are we unhappy, mate? What is going to change in the life of Dave? Now, you guys said like, losing that first game must have hurt. I honestly don't think the first game was that annoying for Aicy. Like, it sucks. But you can say like, that's ZVZ. I went for a risky build and I paid a hefty price for it. This second game, that one would be a tilter for me. That would honestly be kind of hard to shake off. Aicy is ready. BlackKnight is ready. See, Tosca is ready. Because we're going to hop into game 3. I've got something lined up in a few months anyway, but the company's selling. As long as you're good, Dave. Thank you, Tony. It's been a very long day already, mate. 7 hours and 17 minutes. And today was actually a hot day in the Netherlands. Tomorrow is going to be even hotter. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. I have no idea how long this Bulgarian Starcraft 2 qualifier is going to go for tomorrow. But we're going to do our best to make it fun. And eventually on a Tuesday, we can just relax.
Round 3. Fight.
Bottom right side of side at Delta, taking the 2-0 lead. Can he be the hero for Spain today to get the first point on the board? It is BlackKnight, our purple Zerg. What a way for him to win that second match. Did not expect that. Top left side, it is the hero of the previous edition of the Epic Land, where he made it all the way into the grand finals after taking down titans like Figaro and Iba, or just Iba. At least he made it very far. This is Aicy. I got AC only upstairs. I used to stream from a tiny room upstairs. I'm sure some of you guys will remember, with the pictures on the wall and the lights and the carrier statue. But eventually I had Reynor staying over at my place once, because Reynor needed a place to practice and stream for a while. And I temporarily set Reynor in my living room. And then I was always jealous. I was like, why the hell does Reynor actually have a better setup than me? And I was still living alone back then. And I was like, F it, I'm moving my streaming room to my living room. I was like, why is Reynor living like a king in my house instead of me? The only problem is that I don't have AC in my living room. But most of the time it's not that hot. It's in general, it's like maybe 25, 30 days a year that it's a bit uncomfortable. Every other day it's okay. Bulgarian event, yeah. There is a tournament in Stara Zagora, I believe that's how you spell it, after the Esports World Cup, like 1 month afterwards. 8 players get invited, and 8 players will qualify tomorrow. And we are going to cast that qualifier tomorrow. And yes, I am also going to the event. Either as a player, or as a fan, or as a BASILISK member, or as a caster. And I've never been to Stara Zagora, but I do know that my old Warcraft 3 friend lives there. I went to Bulgaria last September to help Vicky renew her passport and make everything a bit quicker so we could go to America together. Vicky is Bulgarian, for the people that don't know. Even though she's been living here for 10 years. So she's also Dutch, but she's still Bulgarian by passport. And we had to get her a new passport quickly so she was able to join me for my trip to TwitchCon back then. So I did go to Sofia, and I reached out to a couple of my old Warcraft 3 buddies like Insomnia, Diddy, Shocker, and Diesel. And it turned out that Diesel lives in Stara Zagora these days. And I was like, what the hell is even that? And now I'm going there. AC is going to open up with Zerglings with speed and drop some Bailing Nest for the first time in this series. He has not done this yet. Now, BlackKnight has actually played pretty honorable besides the all-in in Game 1. Now, it seems that here in Game 2, he's also willing to skip a corner. He's going for +1 melee, but this will only work if he also drops a Bailing Nest, guys. If he does not drop a Bailing Nest sometime soon, and AC decides to be aggressive, he could be in trouble. But since AC is building drones, it seems like he's not going to be that aggressive. Yeah, I still have the same setup, Zitlan here. I'm sure I'm not the only nerd out here that uses the Philips Hue lights. That's not how you write Philips, by the way. Something like this, Philips Hue. So when Reynor is here, I'm the only one who has the app on his phone, so I could control the lights. And every now and then I would mess up his lights. So he would want something different, I don't know. I like them though. I think they're awesome. As a proud Dutchman, I am a big fan of Philips. Hue? 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 Philips Hue? Philips Hue? Whatever. For me, it's Huey. let me Huey those lights, guys. Let me have it. I think it is indeed a bit close to Philips Hue, but whatever. 6 Banelings are morphing for AC, but once more BlackKnight. I think got a tiny... Oh, he's going to see these ones, though. He's going to see it. He's going to leave a couple Zerglings. That is not the cleanest way to deal with 3 Banelings. We do have a Spine Crawler finishing up. Are we going to go for the Spine with the Zerglings? There's also a couple Banelings sneaking into this base. That is not the best way to use your 3 Banelings, AC. I mean, AC gets the Spine, but I actually think if BlackKnight just makes nothing but links from now, he should be fine. That final Baneling is annoying. But no more than that. BlackKnight really dodges a bullet. If AC goes for the natural with all 6 Banelings, he is cooking. He is absolutely cooking. But AC instead donates 3 Banelings on a Queen. And then you have to worry about that Spine. He is now building roaches. Did he ever get into the main, guys? He knows about the lair. He knows about the Evo chamber. Does that also mean that he knows about the spire? Does it matter as the Zerglings with +1 melee are here? A queen falls and 4 roaches are gonna die real quick. Man, Zerglings with +1 are so much better than Zerglings without +1. And Aicy is in all sorts of trouble. So far it's all been the UK tonight. It's all been the lads over at Epic Land. But it is BlackKnight, the man who I thought was gonna be the biggest underdog of the night, who is just crushing it here. He's playing incredibly well. I think he can be very proud of his performance. Now he's not there yet, and he's definitely been a little bit fortunate here and there. He is, he's getting away with all of it. I think Aicy's kind of dead, man. No Spore Crawler, no Hydras, no Spire. Yeah, these players, I thought they were around like 5.1, 5k. The next set of players are going to be very good. These guys are around 5k. Obviously playing for $100 single best of 5 is a pretty unique opportunity for them. Does not happen every now and then. But hey, BlackKnight is showing us that he absolutely deserves it. And I think these are the kind of guys that also deserve some love in Starcraft sometimes. They've been playing this game for years. They've been putting a lot of effort into it. And they may not be Reynor or Serral, but they are obviously good Starcraft 2 players. Aicy is rallying all of his roaches to the other side of the map, guys. But look at those mutas. There are spine crawlers to buy time. There are Zerglings to buy time. And there are 11 mutas. Like, these roaches will slap. The roaches are absolutely tanky. And it's going to take a little while before all of them die. I want to believe this has to be good enough for BlackKnight. I like the 22 Zerglings. Like, maybe we lose the hatch. But then we should have a lot of potential in our counterattack. This single spike right here. Where are those links made? We just made like 40 Zerglings now. We made 40 Zerglings with +1 melee. I want to see those 40 Zerglings show up, because losing a base is okay, but we can't be losing 2 bases or a bunch of drones. That is not going to happen. The Mutalisk are going to put a serious number on these roaches. And this is where the supply of Aicy is going to take a real hit. The queen does fall. Where are those links, man? The links just keep on dying, apparently. A little bit surprised by that. I think in the end it is good enough. +2 melee now is done too. 2 bases against 3, but we've got Mutalisk and we've got incredibly feisty Zerglings. +2 melee Zerglings. Put me in, coach. If you guys want to join, !BBB. There is a Big Brain Bouts channel in my Discord, and that's where you can sign up to play. I cannot promise I'll invite you, but there's a good chance I will. If you have a good standing within the community, there is a very good chance I will. Well, BlackKnight, his mutas are going to take out the third Spore Crawler, the Spore Crawler here, and they're going to absolutely demolish the third base. I think Aicy is just dead. It is Spain, guys, with a, not an equalizer, but let's say a goal in injury time in the first half to make this once more a competitive set of video games. As the mutas are going to put a serious number on these queens. There is no way that 3 queens and a single Spore are going to turn this game around. BlackKnight, what a performance. Did not expect it. Played risky, but everything just kind of worked out for him. And Aicy obviously had a couple of big opportunities that he did not capitalize on. The Mutalisk on Oceanborn could have done so much more than what they did. Some of the roach fights could have gone better for him. The 3 banings here, guys, in the beginning of the game, if they roll into the natural, everything dies. But it is BlackKnight who says, "Vamos, vamos, vamos. Sangria, Australia, Paella, all of it and then some." Well deserved. 100 buckies. 100 buckies for what? 30 minutes of ZVZ? He's gonna take it. We're gonna make him. Aicy is gonna try to do the same thing as BlackKnight did, and that is make a comeback with the Hydras, but with just 2 bases and 31 drones. And our opponent having not 7 Mutalisk, but 20 Mutalisk. There is no way. There is no way. This is solid, man. I've said it all, guys. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. And I do like it for the storyline of tonight. It is not going to be one-sided. It will not be all the boys over at Epic Land. It is BlackKnight who gets the dub for Spain. You can honestly kind of choose how he wants to win this game. What I would have liked to see is maybe a bailing nest. Since at this point Aicy is so broke that he's basically only going to make Mutalisk to deal with the 20... Excuse me, only Hydras to deal with the 20 mutas. So I would have loved to see a bailing nest and then you just roll bailings. Zerglings, +2 melee, and mutas into the army. I like the fighting spirit here of AC, but I want to say there should really be no way. Army supply-wise, if you look at these numbers, 74 against 77, you're like, is there a tiny chance? It has to happen sooner rather than later. AC is aware of that. He does turn around one more time to deal with these mutas as the mutas go for another drive-by or a flyby. Did fly across double spore crawler, by the way. Double spore is a bit of an issue. And when it comes to the army supplies, it is close. The game does not feel close anymore, but I guess there is still this army. And we did see how good Hydras were against Roaches on Oceanborn. BlackKnight has to respect this. The absolute Hail Mary play. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Jets are down, per usual. But Ken, it's, who's the new quarterback again? I forgot his name. The guy from Green Bay. Damn it. Completely run it up. Can they land the Hail Mary touchdown play? No, they cannot. This GG well played gets called. The Hydras get obliterated. It's BlackKnight who gets the 3-0. It is Aaron Rodgers, yes. I was just thinking of Tom Brady, mate. We have an American plushie football, and I call it Tom. It's my buddy Tom. And because of that, I said Tom so many times, I forgot about Aaron Rodgers. Well done. Solid. Awesome. 100 buckies go to... I know that Tom Brady wasn't from Green Bay. The Tom Brady thing was irrelevant. Aaron Rodgers was from Green Bay. The Tom thing was just because of my little American football plushie. That is awesome. It's a smiley face. I'll show it to you guys. In my break, I'll go grab my buddy Tom. And I talked to Tom so much, I forgot about Aaron Rodgers existing. Who settled that prediction? I'm sure you guys voted for AC, right? Actually, BlackKnight. Spanish supporter, strong. Okay. Did not expect that either. Thank you, by the way, to Rusta for the 250 biddies. I appreciate it, mate. BlackKnight gets 1 on the board for Spain. That means that there is only 1 series left after this very long day of video games. And it is Aquaron versus Eva, a best of 5 main event. BBB number 64, guys. 64 weeks, so Friday night video games. The winner gets 150 bucks, the loser gets 50. That does not fit. But it will fit like this. Is it Aquaron for Spain? Or is it Eva for the UK lads? And Epic Land. I'll give you guys 10 minutes to get your predictions in. I'm going to go ahead and take a tiny break. I'll go grab Tom so you guys know what I was talking about. Can't believe I forgot about Aaron Rodgers. This offseason is too long in the NFL. I just forget about everyone. There's only 2 things that I won't forget. And that is that Tom Brady has won too many Super Bowls. And that my man Nate loves the Jets. And they never deliver. But I hope this is the year, Nate. I hope this is the year that the Jets return to glory. Take a tiny break, guys. See you soon. Final series of the night. Final series of a very long day coming up. See you guys soon.